welcome back. This is our third segment, and with me on the couch are two women that if you look them up in the Wikipedia, it would say movers and shakers, because that's what they do. I don't believe these two women and the organization that they represent ever stop or ever sleep. So let's find out who they are. Please join me in welcoming Priscilla Hernandez. Hello, my love.
Hi, nice to meet you, Amanda.
Nice to meet you too. You are the immigration specialist for
Correct.
Tacoma Community House. And God, I just felt this huge boom on your shoulders when I said that. I'm like, yes. What a title. We're going to get into that more, but thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
I know you have a busy schedule, so I love the 13 minutes you're giving me. This woman I can't get enough of. I see her at events. I see her at coffee shops. We have a coffee date coming up next week. That's going to happen. Amy Koo, you are the executive director for Tacoma Community House and doing a bang-up job, sister, if I could be so bold. So Amy, tell us, how did Tacoma Community House first become involved in immigration services? Because if you look at the name, you think, is it a big house where the community is? So we need some unteasing of that definition of immigration services.
Thank you for having us back,
You're
Amanda.
welcome,
It is so fun to be here. And yes, we do have to have a coffee date very soon.
We do.
You know, Tacoma Community House has been serving immigrant and refugees since our very inception. 1907, it was dreamt up with a group of people around a kitchen table. And in 1925, as we were serving immigrants from Italy, from Croatia, from a number of countries, what we realized is how critical it was for immigrants to have citizenship, to be able to fully contribute here in the United States. And so we started the first citizenship classes in 1925, so nearly 100 years ago. Yes, yes.
You two look great for 100 years. That just, when I think about what immigration services were 100 years ago, and I think about today, and I think about all of the turmoil that's happening in our world when it comes to whose land is whose land and who immigrates where. I am so grateful that your organization, Tacoma Community House, has a grip and a measurement on this. Priscilla, tell me how you got involved with this, and what does it mean to you to provide services for immigrant and refugee communities?
Yeah, absolutely, Amanda. So I'm Priscilla. I grew up in Yakima, Washington.
I went to Sela High School.
Oh, wow.
There we
Small
go.
World. Yes, both of my parents are immigrants. My mother's an immigrant from Mexico, my father from Guatemala.
Okay.
I grew up in a household with undocumented parents, so I know the struggle of not having financial stability, not really knowing if your parent is going to come home at the end of the day, just seeing their struggle day by day, not feeling safe in a country that they've loved and sacrificed so much to be in. So I understand completely what it means and the significance of citizenship in this country. I saw my parents work up from being a dishwasher, a maid. Now they currently own their business in Yakima, which is Ariel's Taqueria. It's a restaurant that they both invested and opened up. It's been successful, and I feel they've accomplished their dreams as U.S. citizens in this country. So I just love working and helping other immigrants obtain their dreams and goals here.
What a natural thing for you to do.
Yes.
I mean, it feels like everything in your life that led up prepared you for this, because there isn't a stone that you haven't turned over in your life in terms of your family's journey. Wow. Yeah. So Amy, has it really been 8 months that you've been in this role? It just seems like it's been a blink of an eye. I want your perspective on the work of immigration program and the needs of the community right now.
You know, last time I was on was when I was in my role for 3 months.
Yes.
And we had our first citizenship day.
That's right.
You might recall I had shared people lined up at 3 a.m. We had 65 people show up. And it's extraordinary the impact of our legal services on the immigrant and refugee population. And so I became very passionate about growing that work. Lynn Wing became our manager of the immigration department, who started 10 years ago as an intern, and has really pursued a lot of opportunities for growth. So I'm very proud to say we've doubled our immigration department. Over 65 people have become citizens in the first half of this year. We have launched in partnership with Amazon. Amazon has really stepped in to support our immigration services, recognizing.
Really?
Yes, they sponsored our welcoming day this week. And so we're launching a series of citizenship classes, workshops, and really making an incredible difference in the lives of people who are insecure.
Yes.
You know, as Priscilla shared, citizenship is powerful.
It is.
It enables people to vote, to be able to fully contribute, to be able to access all of the jobs in our country, and be able to live without fear.
Yeah.
It protects their rights.
It does.
And so we are very passionate about ensuring that those who don't have access to citizenship are able to receive the services that they need. We have 200,000 people who are eligible for citizenship, who are green card holders in Washington State. Let's get them to be citizens.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. And let's welcome them because they are ours. Priscilla, when we talk about how Tacoma Community House for the past 113 years has served immigrants and refugees, can you tell us about some of those services and the needs you've heard about from the community, and especially when it comes to, and I have to tell you, I was blown away by this conversation in the green room. Process citizenship. What is the process like? Because I hear it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, absolutely. So at Tacoma Community House, we offer a various amounts of services to immigrants. We can either help them renew their status, people that have maybe DACA or have a work permit. We can help them renew their status in this country, as well as their green card. We can help them renew their green card. And our biggest part at immigration is helping them become a citizen of this country. So we do host citizenship days where we can offer these services for free to these clients. We also offer citizenship classes because the citizenship process is a long process, but something they've been working so hard for. For example, they do have to demonstrate they speak, can read, and write English. So they will have an interview where they will have to sit across a USCIS officer to perform this exam and also be interviewed over U.S. history and civics. So they study, they have to answer 10 questions out of 100 questions that they could be possibly asked. But in that journey, they also learn a lot about this country that they also have lived at and have known for so many years. Once they do obtain their citizenship, then they can also petition for family, which is a big services that we do at Tacoma Community House. We petition a lot for families members that they have, maybe they're abroad that they have not seen for many years. But I think citizenship is at core what we do as well, to provide them opportunities to contribute and vote.
Because many of them know, because they're taking classes, more than we know. I mean, if I had to sit across from somebody and speak Italian to them in order to live in the country, I would fail miserably. In this last 2 minutes, I want to talk about, Amy, the influx of Ukrainians in our region and how that has influenced the work.
Yeah, thank you for asking that question. And, you know, we've talked about how hard it is to be a refugee, but how much immigrants and refugees contribute. And as I watch the Ukrainians come in, work so hard to become fluent in English, try to find a career path in which they can really contribute. We have received so many in Pierce County as a result of a longstanding relationship that we've had with Ukraine and with a sister city relationship. And so, you know, I really invite people to learn the stories of immigrants and refugees, to come in and practice speaking English with some of our ESL students. To find ways to hire immigrants and refugees who are just looking for a new career path and are trying to fully contribute. It is so hard to come to our country.
It is.
Most refugees are hosted by low and middle income countries, but those who arrive in the United States have gone through, a tumultuous journey, have gone through 6 levels of screening to make sure that they can really contribute when they arrive. And so let's welcome them with open arms.
Absolutely. Last 30 seconds, here's the big test for you. What would it look like for me to get involved and support immigrant families?
I would say maybe you are unable to volunteer or attend events. I would definitely say if you heard something today that you'd like to share it with your community.
All right.
Also sharing the events, because I feel everyone works with people, goes to school with people that are also immigrants and can benefit.
Well done, Miss Amy.
Absolutely. Celebrate immigrants and refugees. Hire an immigrant, learn their
Yes.
story, bring them into your community, and there are opportunities to host them in your home.
Yes.
Join a welcome circle where you
There
can
we
bring
go.
in a refugee to our community.
Thank you both for being here today and for all of the beautiful heart work that you do for our community. And let's get that coffee on the books. All right, when we come back, the AMACAT Awards will be on the couch. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.